Welcome back to our channel, English with Ethan. Let me ask you something. Have you ever known the words in your head, but your mouth just refuses to say them? You understand English, you read books, you even think in English sometimes. But when it's time to speak, your mouth goes silent. Your tongue freezes. Your voice disappears. And all that knowledge feels useless. Why? Because you trained your brain, but you never trained your mouth. Speaking English is a physical skill, just like dancing, just like swimming, just like playing the guitar. If you want to speak clearly, confidently, and fluently, you must train your mouth. You must teach your lips, your tongue, your breath to move like a native speaker. In this video, I'll share 7 powerful lessons that will transform the way you speak English forever. No theory, no boring grammar, only real speaking techniques that work. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Speak before you're ready. Let me tell you a truth that no one teaches you in school. You will never feel 100% ready to speak English. Never. Not today, not next month. Not even after finishing 10 courses. Most learners keep waiting for some perfect day. They say, I'll start speaking when I finish this book. I'll talk after I memorize 1,000 words. I'll open my mouth when I stop making mistakes. But you know what happens? That day never comes. They keep learning in silence. They understand everything in their mind. But when they try to speak, nothing comes out. Their mouth freezes. Their tongue gets confused. And they feel embarrassed, lost, and weak. Why? Because they trained their brain, but they never trained their mouth. Here's the truth. Speaking is not a thinking skill. It's a physical skill, just like learning to play guitar, just like dancing, just like singing. You can read about singing for years. But if you never open your mouth and practice the sound, you will never be a singer. The same is true for English. If you want to speak confidently, if you want your words to come out smoothly and naturally, you must speak out loud, every day, even if you feel you're not ready. Here's what you must do. 1. Forget perfection. Stop trying to speak like a native on day 1. Even native kids make mistakes. Even adults forget words. So don't aim for perfect. Aim for practice. 2. Use baby sentences. Say simple things. This is my book. I am walking to the door. My coffee is hot. The fan is on. I feel sleepy. Don't wait for big words. Use what you know right now. Train your mouth to move. Train your tongue to feel the rhythm of English. 3. Talk to yourself. Yes, talk to yourself. In the mirror, in the shower, while cooking, while walking. If you don't have a partner, be your own speaking partner. Describe your day. Explain what you're doing. Say your thoughts out loud in English. At first it will feel strange, but soon it will become natural. 4. Make speaking a daily habit. Just like brushing your teeth. Just like checking your phone. Train your mouth every day. For 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Not once a week. Every day. Because fluency is built daily, not instantly. Powerful reminder. You don't get fluent and then start speaking. You speak. And that's how you get fluent. Let go of fear. Let go of judgment. Let go of the idea that you need to be ready. You are ready enough to begin. The best way to train your mouth to speak English is to start using it. Right now. Today. Even with broken grammar. Even with a heavy accent. Even if no one listens. Because with every sentence you say, you are building confidence. You are building strength. You are teaching your mouth. This is who I am. I speak English. Lesson 2. Train like a musician, not like a student. If you want to speak English clearly, confidently, and smoothly, you must stop learning like a school student and start training like a musician. Let me explain. When someone learns to play the piano, they don't just read about music. They don't just watch videos about the piano. They sit down and they touch the keys. They repeat one note 100 times until their fingers know it by heart. Then they repeat a short melody, again and again, until their hands move without thinking. That's how musicians train, and you must do the same with English. Why? Because your mouth is your instrument. Your lips, tongue, teeth, breath. These are your keys and strings. If you don't use them daily, they stay stiff and slow. But if you practice, just like a musician, they become fast, flexible, and smooth. That's how fluency happens. But most learners don't treat English like a sound. They treat it like a school subject. They memorize rules. They read silently. They listen passively. That's like a guitar player reading about chords, but never touching the strings. You will never become fluent that way. So what should you do instead? Train your mouth like a musician trains their hands. Here's how. 1. Choose short, real-life phrases, not grammar rules. Don't try to create perfect, big sentences. Instead, choose short, natural English lines you can use every day. Could you say that again? I'm not sure, let me check. What do you think about this? I'll be there in 10 minutes. Sounds good to me. These are the melodies of English speaking. These are the patterns you must repeat until they become muscle memory. Second break, repeat master. Take one phrase, say it slowly, then faster, then with emotion, then whisper it, then shout it. Say it 30 times, yes, 30. Example, try this. I'll get back to you on that. Now repeat, I'll get back to you on that. Again and again, until your tongue can say it without effort, just like a singer repeats a chorus until it becomes second nature. Repetition is not boring. It's the secret. 3. Don't just say the words. Feel the rhythm. English is not spoken word by word like typing. It flows like music. It has rhythm, stress, and melody. Example. We don't say, "Do you want to go out?" We say, "Do you want to go out?" Listen to how native speakers connect words, drop sounds, and shorten phrases. Then copy them. Repeat the rhythm. Copy the melody. It's not about copying someone's accent. It's about sounding natural. Even if your accent is different, your rhythm can still feel fluent. 4. Practice daily with your mouth workout, not your brain. Set 15 minutes every day for just your mouth. No books, no grammar. Just repeat 5 to 10 phrases again and again. Like a musician plays scales. Like an athlete does warm-ups. You're training your muscles, not your memory. Say lines like, "Let me think about it." "I'll let you know." "Thanks for reaching out." "Sorry, I didn't catch that." That makes sense. These are the lines that will make your mouth stronger and faster, until English becomes your second voice. Deep truth. You already know a lot of English in your head. But knowledge is not enough. Fluency doesn't come from what you know. It comes from what your mouth can do automatically, without thinking. A musician doesn't stop and think about every note on stage. They just play. Because they've practiced so much. You must do the same. Practice small phrases like songs. Train your mouth with rhythm and repetition. Feel the flow of English, not the rules. Then one day you'll be surprised. You'll speak without thinking. The words will come out smoothly. You'll sound natural, confident, and clear, and you'll realize your mouth is no longer afraid of English. Lesson 3. Speak like you're acting, not just talking. Let's imagine something. You're on a stage. Lights are on. People are watching. You are not just talking. You are performing. That's how actors speak. They don't just say the lines. They say them with emotion, with intention, with energy. And guess what? That's exactly how you must train your mouth to speak English. Why speaking is like acting. Think about this. When native speakers talk, they don't sound flat. They don't speak like robots. They add emotion to their words. Oh my God, that's amazing. Ugh, I can't believe it. Are you serious right now? That's unbelievable. Each sentence has feeling, tone, expression, but many learners speak English like this. Hello, how are you? I am fine. Thank you. I go to the market. I eat food. I come home. No life, no emotion, no confidence. The result? Even if your words are correct, you still sound unsure. You still sound foreign. You still don't connect with people emotionally. Here's the secret. If you want to sound fluent, your mouth needs more than just words. It needs expression, energy, attitude. And the best way to train that? Act it out, just like an actor. How to train your mouth like an actor. Here are powerful techniques to make your English sound real, emotional, and confident. 1. Mirror training. With emotion. Go to your mirror. Take a simple line like, I don't know what to say. Now, say it in 5 different emotions. Like you're sad, like you're surprised, like you're angry, like you're joking, like you're scared. Notice how your face changes, your voice changes, your mouth moves differently. You are not just saying words, you are giving life to them. This builds real speaking confidence, because now you're not afraid to express. Your voice has personality. 2. Shadow native speakers. But don't copy words, copy feelings. Watch short English clips from movies, shows, podcasts, YouTube. Pick just one sentence. Don't just repeat the sentence. Repeat the emotion behind it. Example. Native speaker says, I'm done with this nonsense. Don't just say the words. Say it like you mean it. Feel it in your face, in your chest, in your breath. Even if you don't say it perfectly, your mouth is learning how to carry feeling. That's what real English sounds like. 3. Practice story mode. Speaking. Take something simple, like what you did today. But don't just say the facts. Say it like it's a story. Bad version. I woke up. I brushed my teeth. I ate breakfast. I left. Better version. I woke up late again. Ugh, I was so tired. I brushed my teeth like a zombie, then made a huge cup of coffee. That coffee saved my life. See the difference? You're using emotion, rhythm, voice changes. Your mouth is training how to speak with feeling. This is how you make English alive, not flat and mechanical. 4. Don't be afraid to be too much. Many learners speak softly like they're scared. Why? Because they don't want to sound wrong. They don't want people to laugh. They think, what if I speak too loud? What if I say it wrong? But this fear makes your voice small. It trains your mouth to hide. That's why you must do the opposite. Be loud. Be dramatic. Be silly. Try this. Pretend you're acting in a Hollywood movie. Pretend you're giving a speech. Pretend you're angry or excited or shocked. The more you play with emotion, the more your mouth loosens up. It becomes more flexible. And that makes your speaking feel natural and strong. Reminder. Speaking English is not only about saying the right words. It's about delivering those words. If your voice is flat, your message is lost. If your energy is weak, your meaning disappears. But when you train your mouth to act, not just speak, you become someone people listen to. You sound like a real English speaker, not a textbook reader. Stand in front of your mirror right now. Pick any line from a movie or show you like. Say it 10 times, but each time, say it with different emotion. One time loud, one time soft, one time funny, one time serious, one time like you're angry, one time like you're in love, one time like you're in a hurry, one time like you're on stage. Your lips will move in new ways. Your breath will adjust. Your face will become active. That's how you train your mouth to speak English, like a native, like an actor, like a confident speaker. Lesson 4. Slow down to speak up. Control builds confidence. Most learners think fluency means speaking fast. They try to push every word out quickly, see it like a race. But what actually happens? They stumble, they forget words, their mouth gets tangled, and they lose confidence. They speak so fast that even they don't understand what they just said. Here's a truth that will change everything. Speaking slowly is not a weakness. It is a superpower, because speed comes after control, not before. What's the problem with speaking fast too early? When you rush, you don't pronounce clearly. You skip over sounds. You build bad speaking habits. You confuse your mouth. And worst of all, you panic. Fluency isn't about speed. Fluency is about flow, and flow needs control. When your mouth moves too fast, your brain can't keep up. But when you slow down, suddenly you breathe better. You feel calmer. Your thoughts are clearer, and your words finally come out the way you want. Think like a dancer. Imagine a new dancer. If they try to copy fast moves on day 1, they trip, they fall, they get frustrated. So what do great dancers do? They slow everything down. They practice one step at a time. They repeat it slowly until their muscles remember the move. Only then do they speed up. It's the same with English. Speak like a calm storyteller, not a nervous robot. When you speak slowly, your voice sounds more confident. You pronounce words more clearly. You give your mouth time to form each sound correctly. You give your brain space to organize the sentence. You don't run out of breath. Slow doesn't mean boring. Slow means present. It means powerful. It means in control. Practice this today. The slow speak exercise. Step 1. Choose a very short sentence. Example, I need to talk to you. Step 2. Break it into small pieces. Say it one word at a time, with space between words. I, breathe. Need, breathe. 2, breathe. Talk, breathe. 2, breathe. You, breathe. Repeat it like this 10 times. This helps your mouth relax, your brain slow down, and your tongue learn the exact movement for each sound. Step 3. Slowly speed up. After 10 rounds, try. I need to talk to you. Then, I need to talk to you. Then, I needed to talk to you. Like native flow. Each time, you're training your mouth to stay in control, even at higher speed. Why this works. Most learners fail when they try to speak fast too soon. They never build a solid foundation. Their pronunciation stays weak. Their confidence stays low. But those who slow down, even just for 10 minutes a day, they train their tongue. They control their breath. They own the rhythm. And then, something amazing happens. They start speaking faster, naturally, without thinking, without force. Because now, they have trained control. Just like a great singer who can sing fast only because they first learned to sing slow. You will speak fluently only when you've mastered slow, clear, confident speech. Bonus. Use pauses for power. When you speak English, don't be afraid of silence. Use short pauses too. Think clearly. Breathe deeply. Sound confident. Hold attention. Great speakers pause. Leaders pause. Actors pause. You should too. Because those little gaps give your mouth time to reset. They give your mind a moment to prepare the next line. They make your words sound stronger, not weaker. Example practice sentences. Here are some lines you can practice slowly today. Can you help me with something? I'm not sure what you mean. Let me get back to you. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. I'll think about it and let you know. Speak them slowly, with breath, with calmness. Don't rush. Let the words fall out of your mouth with confidence, not with fear. Fluency isn't about talking fast. Fluency is about being understood. It's about expressing yourself clearly, comfortably, and naturally. If your mouth is rushing, your message is drowning. But when your mouth is calm, your message is powerful. So stop chasing speed. Start building control. Because that's the real path to fluency. Lesson 5. Build mouth memory, not just word memory. Here's a powerful question nobody asks you. Can your mouth remember English, even when your brain forgets? Sounds strange? Let me explain. When you learn new words, your brain might remember them. But when you try to speak, your mouth doesn't know what to do. The sounds feel strange. Your lips feel heavy. The sentence stays stuck inside you. Why? Because you memorized the meaning of the word, but you didn't train your mouth to say it. Easily, comfortably, naturally. This is what most learners get wrong. They read a word, they understand it, they write it, but they never speak it out loud, 20 times, 30 times, 50 times, until it becomes muscle memory. So the brain knows the word. But the mouth has never practiced saying it. The result? Your mouth gets confused. You pause, you stutter, you feel nervous, and you think you're not fluent. But your problem isn't fluency. Your problem is mouth memory. What is mouth memory? Let's look at an example from your own life. Think of your phone number. You've said it so many times. You can say it without thinking. Your mouth knows the rhythm. It knows the sound. You don't spell it out in your brain. Your mouth just flows. That's mouth memory. You didn't get that fluency by reading your phone number. You got it by saying it over and over again. The same is true for English. Reading a word once is brain memory. Speaking it 50 times builds mouth memory. Let's say you learn the word. Comfortable. You know the meaning. You know the spelling. But when you speak it, you say, comfort table. Because your mouth has never practiced the real pronunciation. Native speakers say, comfortable. 3 syllables, fast, connected. If you want to sound natural, you need to train your mouth to say the real version, not just once, but 20, 30, 40 times, until it feels automatic. The mouth memory method, practice plan. Here's a daily method to build powerful speaking habits. Step 1. Pick 5 common English words or phrases today. Examples. Eventually. I'd rather not. Could you help me? That depends. Let's figure it out. Step 2. Say each one 30 times out loud. Slowly at first, then faster. With feeling, with different emotions. Say them while walking, while cooking, while looking in the mirror. You're not just saying words. You are teaching your mouth how to move. This is mouth training. Step 3. Add context. Speak full lines. Once your mouth is comfortable with the word, build full sentences with it. Example with eventually. Eventually, I'll move to another country. Eventually, things will get better. Eventually, he said yes. Say each sentence out loud, many times. You are building muscle memory for speaking, not just for understanding. Step 4. Come back to it tomorrow. Fluency is not built in one day. You must revisit the same phrases tomorrow and the day after. Repetition is not a waste of time. It's the secret ingredient of fluency. Even top athletes repeat the same move thousands of times. Even singers repeat the same line over and over again. Why should your mouth be different? Bonus tip: record and listen. If you want to know how your mouth is improving, record yourself. Say your phrases. Then listen. Do you sound natural? Do you sound confident? Are you pausing, hesitating, or flowing? This gives you feedback. You'll hear small mistakes. You'll hear your progress. And most importantly, you'll build self-awareness. The more aware you are of your voice, the more power you gain over it. You don't need to remember 1,000 English words to sound fluent, but you do need your mouth to master 100 key phrases. With speed, comfort, and confidence. Because fluency is not how much you know, it's how easily your mouth can perform what you know. You've spent years feeding your brain English. Now it's time to feed your mouth. Because your mouth is not a machine that can suddenly speak clearly. It's a muscle. It needs daily practice, small repetitions, and focused training. And when your mouth develops memory, English becomes effortless. Not because you studied harder, but because your mouth finally knows what to do. Lesson 6. Train your mouth with real-life situations, not just words. Here's a question you must ask yourself. Am I training my mouth for real life or just for grammar tests? Most English learners speak well during lessons, but when they go to a restaurant, meet someone new, or answer the phone, they freeze. Their brain blanks out. Their mouth becomes silent. Why? Because they practiced vocabulary, but they didn't practice real situations. And your mouth doesn't need more difficult words. It needs situational training, because real fluency lives in real life. Think of this like muscle training. A boxer doesn't only punch the air, they practice in the ring. A singer doesn't only sing scales, they rehearse real songs. A chef doesn't only cut vegetables, they cook real dishes. So why do English learners only memorize disconnected words? You need to train your mouth for real conversations. Your speaking muscles must know what to say when someone asks, "What do you do? What kind of food do you like? Can I help you find something? How was your weekend?" If your mouth has never practiced answering those, you'll panic every time. The Real-Life Mouth Training System, RLMT method. This method is simple. You train your mouth in scenes, not just sentences. Step 1. Choose one real-life situation each day. Examples: ordering food at a cafe, introducing yourself at a party, talking about your weekend, booking a hotel room, asking someone for directions, making a phone call. Each situation gives your mouth context, and that's what creates fluency. Step 2. Write or find 4 to 5 common sentences used in that scene. Let's say today's scene is cafe/coffee shop. Your target lines: "Hi, can I get a large coffee with oat milk? Do you have any pastries today? Can I sit here? To go, please. Thank you so much." These are short, natural, Real. You're not studying grammar. You're training your mouth to live in the moment. Step 3. Speak them out loud. Again and again. Now say each sentence 20 times, with emotion, as if you are really there. Look around. Imagine the cafe. Pretend the cashier is smiling. Pretend you're in line. The more you make it real, the more your mouth remembers what to do. Step 4. Add variations and natural responses. After you master the basic sentences, challenge yourself. What if they ask, "Would you like anything else?" What if they say, "Sorry, we're out of oat milk"? Train your mouth to respond. "Yes, I'll take a muffin." "That's okay, I'll take regular milk." "Oh, never mind, I'll just get tea." This is dynamic fluency, the ability to respond naturally in different situations. Step 5. Practice the full scene like a movie. Now role-play the whole thing, from entering the cafe to ordering to leaving. Act it out. Change your voice. Use hand gestures. Smile like a real customer. Why? Because this builds real-world mouth memory. You are not just saying words. You are living the language. And that's how you train your mouth to stop freezing in real situations. Bonus practice scenes. Do one each day. 1. Introducing yourself to a new friend. "Hi, I'm Josh. I'm originally from Chicago. Nice to meet you." 2. Talking to a hotel receptionist. "Hi, I have a reservation for 2 nights under the name Carter." 3. Asking for help in a supermarket. "Excuse me, where can I find the peanut butter?" 4. Returning a product at a store. "Hi, I'd like to return this. I have the receipt." 5. Making small talk in a taxi. "How's your day going? Is it usually this busy around here?" 6. Getting medical help. "I've had a sore throat for 3 days now. Can you recommend something?" Your mouth must be ready for these everyday moments, not for textbook grammar tests, but for real interaction. Final mindset shift. Stop preparing only for tests. Start preparing for life. If you only train your mouth in one way, you'll only be fluent in the classroom. But if you train it to handle life's little moments, you'll be fluent everywhere. At the store, on the street, on the phone, with a stranger, with confidence. Fluency doesn't happen in your notebook. It happens in your imagination first, and in your mouth second. So from today, train your mouth in scenes. Bring real-life moments into your practice. Talk like you're already living your English dream. Because the more your mouth practices real English, the more your real life starts to feel fluent. Lesson 7. Speak English, as if your life depends on it. Let's begin with a truth no one tells you. You will never speak fluent English if it's just a hobby. If you're only practicing when you feel motivated, only speaking when you're in the mood, only repeating lines when it's comfortable, you will always stay stuck. You'll keep hesitating. You'll keep fearing what others think. You'll keep saying, "I know English. I just can't speak it." Not because you're bad at English, but because your mouth isn't trained to survive under pressure. Think of this. How do we learn to swim? By reading books? No. By watching videos? No. We learn to swim by being thrown into water. By kicking, by panicking, by gasping, by surviving. The body learns when the situation is intense, when there's no way out. And that's exactly how your mouth learns to speak English fast and fluently. When you speak like your life depends on it. What does this mean? It means you speak even when your heart is racing. You speak even when your mouth is dry. You speak even when you're not sure what to say. You speak as if you must survive using English, right now. Because that's what fluency actually is. Not perfect grammar, not big vocabulary, but the ability to use what you know under pressure, without freezing. Let me give you a powerful example. Imagine you're in a foreign country. You get lost. No map, no internet, no friends. The only way to find your hotel is to stop a stranger and ask in English. What do? You don't say, "Oh no, my grammar is not ready today." No. You force your mouth to speak. You wave your hands. You mix words. You struggle. But you survive. And at that moment, you speak real English. Not perfect English, but powerful English. That is how fluency is built, not when it's easy, but when it's urgent. So here's your mission. Train your mouth with that urgency every day. Speak like you're in the real world. Speak like you're on stage. Speak like this is your last chance to explain yourself. Because when your mouth feels the pressure, it grows. It adapts. It toughens up. That's when fluency becomes real. Daily survival practice. Power exercise. Here's how you bring this mindset into your daily training. 1. The no-choice rule. Pick a time every day when for 10 minutes. And only speak English. No switching to your native language. Even if you're alone. Even if you struggle. Even if it feels awkward. Set a timer. Tell yourself, for the next 10 minutes, my mouth must survive in English. Struggle is allowed. Silence is not. 2. Create high-stress practice moments. Example. Record a 1-minute audio talking about your day. Imagine you're reporting to your boss. Imagine you're on a podcast. Imagine you're in a job interview. Raise the stakes in your mind. Make it serious. Make it feel important. Why? Because when your brain feels pressure, your mouth becomes alert. It stops being lazy. It starts reaching for words. And every time you do this, you're building real-world fluency. 3. Speak when it's most uncomfortable. Just woke up? Speak. Feeling tired? Speak. Don't feel ready? Speak. Don't know the exact word? Speak anyway. Say something. Anything. Because these moments, when it's hard, are the exact moments when your mouth learns the most. They're like lifting heavy weights. You struggle, but you grow. 4. Use what you know, not what you don't. Too many learners stay silent because they don't know the right word. But fluency doesn't mean knowing every word. It means using the words you do know to say what you want. Example. You forget how to say pillow. Say, that soft thing I sleep on. Forget refrigerator? Say, that cold box where I keep food. This is survival speaking, and this is exactly how native children speak until they grow. You must do the same. This trains your mouth to become creative, not perfect. The painful truth. Most people avoid. Fluency is not gifted, it is earned. With sweat, with effort, with ugly broken sentences, with fear in your chest and courage in your voice. Your mouth will shake, you'll forget words, you'll say things wrong, people might even laugh. But you must speak anyway. Because the only way to master speaking is by doing it imperfectly again and again. Until it becomes natural. Don't speak like a guest in the English language. Speak like a resident, like someone who belongs, like someone who doesn't ask for permission. Stand tall, open your mouth, and speak with power, with urgency, with purpose. Because your future job, your future love, your future dreams might be waiting for you on the other side of your voice. So, my friend, these 7 lessons were never about just English. They were about becoming the person who doesn't wait, who doesn't hide, who doesn't whisper their thoughts, but who speaks them out loud, with clarity, with power, with pride. Speak like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Your dreams, your freedom, your future. It all begins the moment your mouth learns to speak without fear. So now you know, your mouth is not the problem. It was never lazy. It was never broken. It just needed the right kind of training. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need fancy words. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. What you really need is the courage to speak. To speak broken English until it becomes beautiful. To speak slowly until it becomes smooth. To speak with fear until fear disappears. Because every time you open your mouth, you're not just saying words. You're rewriting your story. You're taking your future in your own hands. And if no one has told you this before, let me be the first to say, you can do this. You are capable, and you are not too late. Train your mouth every day. One small line at a time. One brave sentence at a time. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll speak English fluently, confidently, and proudly. If this video helped you, if it gave you hope, if it made you believe in yourself again, if it reminded you that your dream of speaking English is still possible, then please, like this video. Share it with someone who needs this message. Subscribe to this channel, because your English journey deserves the best support every step of the way. Thank you for watching. Thank you for believing. And most of all, thank you for not giving up. Now go speak, go train, go change your life. God bless your English journey.